Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soul Surfing Sunday. My name is Bonnie D, and I channel the cards for the collective. I had to get on. The cards were, wow. Okay. I know where we're going with this too, and it's going to be an exciting read. I hope y'all are ready. Uh, I just couldn't believe the way that they came out and the questions that I've had within. And observe has been my focus right now because I was told to observe. And you wouldn't believe how much when you go into quietness, that when somebody says something and you're observing it and you look at it from a different perspective than you were when you heard it the first time. So that's what we're going to kind of go through. And we've got Archangel Michael come to visit today because this is serious reading. Because he loves us so, I mean, hey, we don't doubt anything, do we now? The first card that came out was a 16. It's Archangel Michael. I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. Yes. He brings the beauty, the gold, the wings, everything to us. And we need that sometimes. So he is visiting and he says, I am here. I'm with you. Always. Always. We have a creator within our heart. So him and the creator can talk about, they don't talk, they go through the mind, but they can communicate that this person really needs some help. Send this person to them. Send this person, a phone call that'll just help them out. That's all it is. And the phone call could be for you. I mean, are you willing to help people out? Sure. Uh, we have to think about that because we all have different perceptions. We've already been talking about that. Okay, now let's move on. What a great visitor. What a blessing for a day is to have Archangel Michael come see us. It was interesting how these telepathy oracle cards came out. And the first one that came out was let time forget those scars. And it's time. It's time to let the past rest. It's time for you to let it go. If it's in the past and it's gone, you're never going to get it back. You can't change anything that happened, whether good or bad. So don't try. If you're still hanging on to that, then you're hanging on to it. Nobody but you. And if the person is still upset about that, then they have to work on them too, but they have to work on themselves. Then we got a lot. These oracle cards or telepathy oracle cards just wanted to come out, and they came out. Observe. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. This is a very good card because, I was always kind of a boisterous person, just giving my opinion. And when I did this and didn't talk back or say anything or say any kind of smart whatever I do, uh, it really helped. It helped me perceive different things. When I was a kid, it came on upon me. And now as an adult looking back at that scenario, oh my goodness. Yeah, that wasn't good advice that I gave anybody. So yeah. You got to think it's the same. But I would do a lot of observing right now because we need to, there's too many people still walking with a cell phone in their face. They fall into things, they run into doors, they're not paying attention to the outside world. They're hooked to a machine. And that's what they're getting their information off. And we got 1111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony and balance in soulmates. Right now, there is a lot of imbalance in soulmates. One believes and one doesn't believe. One feels they're right, one feels they're wrong. I actually neither are right or wrong. But even if someone tells you about the situation, you might not agree with them. So you're still going to be at a locked station. You're going to be there because you don't believe in there. Stop that. You will feel the truth after a while. The person you're arguing with will feel the truth after a while. They're just not in the same time frame of the story. So I want you to kind of think into these things because we don't let things that happen bad escape from our mind. But a lot of things that were good, some of those do escape our mind because we're so focused on what we missed, what we did, and what we didn't do. Those are the stories we're telling. We don't want to tell those stories. We want to release the past baggage. Remember and forget. Remember and get rid of. Twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. Yeah, a lot of us have each other's personality. That's true. I heard we have doppelgangers and double people and whatever. We have a lot of different people out there that could be just like us, could look just like us, be a twin flame, it could be anything. And then we got, after the twin flames, we get union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. So at this point, we're at the union card. Did anybody feel that you understood what these cards are trying to say? Are you sitting there going, wow, that really makes sense? I never thought of it that way. I mean, I thought of some things that way, but I love it when we've got me, this, and you, and whoever's watching putting things in perspective. But have you taken the union of the divine soul and the counterparts to make it miraculous? Because you can't do it by yourself. You want to, because you're stubborn, like me. You'll do it all. You'll do it yourself. Forget it. We got to be careful about that. And I'm still doing that. And I like it my way. And most of us like it our way. We've got to I'm trying to be a little more, I'll try it a different way. I'll do it. Whatever. So we have to kind of be observant, but not take ourselves out of it, but understand where they may have a different perception. Let go. Some things are best let go and let the universe work. It's out in its divine time. Yeah, it will. It might hit you like a lead pipe and you're not ready for it because you hung on to it. You brought it into the future with you. You clung so hard that it's going to follow you until you release it. So even going into the future, even going into the different dimension, you're still thinking of it. So you're taking that baggage into the future. Remember that because you can forget it anytime you're ready, but you got to be ready because once you do it and you release it with love and understanding and just release it from the contract, you'll see it again. You'll feel it again. You'll have it again and again. I don't want that. Trust me. Heart. The start to feel your heartbeat faster as you get closer. Within our heart, the Christ creator is within our heart. That is where he's been. He's been following the heart, everyone's heart. He's watching you let go of things. He sees you when you're crying. Archangel Michael is going to your side. They're helping you through the heart space. They're guiding these oracles to show you where you need to be. Admiration. You see how these cards are going, and I put them just exactly how they felt. Admiration is time to think about everything you appreciate in your partner. There's a lot of things after, 40 years or 41 years or something like that, yeah, I could say they're a pain in the butt. They do this, they do that, opposite me, do. I could sit there all day and do that. I'm sure he could too. But do you want to? Do you want to pick everything apart and keep remembering? Let's just talk about all the bad stuff after 40 years they've done. Okay. Did you release it or are you just telling somebody else to make you feel better? Oh, honey, you didn't have nothing to do with that. That's, yeah, get him. No, not really. You don't want to. You gotta work this out and go on. Just let it go. You will feel 100 pounds lighter when you do that. And they're still going. I mean, this deck just wanted to write a book. Commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. Yeah, commitment is very important. When you start becoming interested in other people and you're not committed to your relationship anymore, they will feel it. And instead of sitting with whoever it is and pulling your heartstrings out and saying, you deceived me, just walk away. That is not fixable. That is harmful. That will hurt people in many ways. And it's not just one person, many. Intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes highs and lows. See, highs and lows. And we're going to feel that, but we don't want to go into the future with all the lows that we didn't change and elevate the beauty of the happiness. Why not? I noticed that with my mother, it was interesting with my mother with dementia. Uh, at first, she was blaming the world. I'm not talking to your Uncle Peter. I haven't talked to him in 25 years. That's her only brother. And I don't want to talk to him. Da, da, da. She never did talk to him. He wanted to talk to her. I mean, we're talking about people in their 80s, you know. And she never did talk to him before she passed. But just before she passed, me and her were talking, and we are talking about the family. She never mentioned her mother a lot. Now, her mother, they had a rocky relationship, but she did love her mother. But she never really talked about her. And then all of a sudden, she started talking about her. And I said, yeah, well, she was an alcoholic, Mom. She says, my mother never drank. My mother was a wonderful person. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a 1 year. Oh yeah, that was Aunt Betty or something like that. And she didn't even remember who the hell that was because we didn't have an Aunt Betty. She was pretty much gone, but I didn't want her to think about that and remember her that way. Okay. We changed it. It wasn't her. We dropped it. So she had formed a beautiful relationship with her mother instead of the she left us in Christmas and she got me back and she did this and this. And, it was amazing how she just built her up as a beautiful person in the dementia state. And we went for it. We just changed the story. Why not? Why do they have to get the hard knocks? Don't give them to them. Why can't they have a beautiful experience going out as they had coming in? That's what I'm saying. They deserve that. Okay, we're still going on the telepathy oracle. Feelings. Take the time to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. And yeah, some of them are so deep, you don't even want to touch them. You can't say, I hear you. You don't feel the same way they went through. They went through something completely different. And we all do. Well, we have the same type of feelings. Oh, they hurt my feelings. Da, da, da. We all have same type of feelings, but we don't know the darkness that surrounded someone else. So this is the kind of thing where you take the time to explore the deep emotions and find out what you're experiencing and what's holding you back, and then release them. The last one. That's crazy. Cherish, protect your relationships well. And the little tree is right there, and they're accepting it. We're cherishing it. We're making it feel beautiful. If you don't make your relationship beautiful, no one will see it as beautiful. They'll see it as ooh, it's toxic. They got to get away from each other. It's toxic. That's what they're gonna hear. And you gotta be careful with that because you could have a beautiful life and nobody sees it. They just see the toxic part of it. Now that we got the whole reality thing that we're in there, we're going to shift over to the mystical forest because the mystical forest has to finish the story here, and we will pick right up. She is going to the heart path. It's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart, and you cannot go wrong. Now the other day was follow the heart. I think we did get this. She was going into the thing. So she's following the heart, okay? And it looks like she got there. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. I see so many people not being grateful for things they have. When they don't have it, they don't feel great. When they have it, oh, I'm so blessed. It's just a shame that people go that way. And she's feeling that right now. She feels like she's got everything within. And she does. She does if she goes within. Work on herself. We've got to work on ourselves. I still see people trying to tell everybody what to do. And that's not good because they're not finding, when they said it, they knew what they said it about. They're not finding it now because it's been 8 months since they said it and you didn't come forward and say anything about it. So everything already exists. You just haven't figured it out yet. And then we've got trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. That's what I'm trying to get to. We are indoctrinated in this lifetime in schools. They're like prisons. They line up. They go to this class. They go to this class. Let's indoctrinate them over here. They're doing everything to our children but what we want them to do. And they're taking the uniqueness out of the child and they're putting them on pills because we don't feel they're unique. We just feel that they need to learn. What are they learning? Uh, Not to protect self, not to work on self, not to be a beautiful person in this world. So what is it teaching you? You got to look at things like that. If it's teaching you only bad, then that's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn only bad. Perseverance. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to preserve. There you go. So that kind of looks like, the heart path, and it's trusting And it's telling you everything is within, perseverance, going out, life force. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and experiment. Your inner lights keep keeps everything alive and moving. The inner light keeps everybody alive and moving. The last card from this is no debate. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You are valuable regardless of your circumstances. You always have been and always will be. It's not up for debate. I like that because what I'm seeing in these cards is what I have went through. I took the journey that we've been taking was pretty interesting how I started. I started talking about meditation and how to do your meditation, and you got to observe and you got to blank your mind out and go to like nowhere to hear what is there. And then you've got the dark night of the soul. You are forgiving people, you're seeing past, you're seeing future, you're seeing all the way past. And you're picking out things that your voice was taken away for those things. And you weren't happy about that because you want choices too. And when you start to debate, it's no debate. Life source. Life source is going to be with you. Archangel's going to be with you, and you will make no problems. But if you start debating it, which a lot of people like to do, I'm guilty too. Uh, Look at this card, okay? I didn't see this before. No, I didn't. Okay. That's gold. It's gold. Money, gold. And this says no debate. So you got all the money. So there is no debate on it. Life source will make it okay for us. We will not want for anything. And that's what we've been waiting for. We have been waiting for that moment where we can be who we want to be. We can be who we should have been. Where we don't have to ask questions on why. We know what we're doing, and we are okay with it. That's what we're waiting for. I know I'm okay with it. I mean, a lot of us have been okay with things, and I know. When I make a mistake, I just shut up. Just change. Don't even change the subject. Or change the subject and go on to something else like it never happened. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. Okay. You're so sweet. 16, the Soul Helper Oracle. And this is when this reads, I want you to think about this because it is true. To conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. The chameleon. The chameleon can conform. He changes color every time he's on something. So if he goes on a tree and it's brown, he turns brown. If he goes on a green leaf, he turns green. He's hiding himself just in case. He's trying to be brave and he's trying to be himself. Will they accept him? She is. Conforming can be a positive in certain situations. For example, when someone conforms out of politeness, this card has a warning for you. However, to live means to bravely follow your own path. Following the paths of others means, in a sense, dying, withering inside. You merely exist on the paths of others, but you cannot live. You will find the light of your own, life only on your own path. Recognize and acknowledge your lies and errors. It is a mistake to believe that you can please everyone. and follow their wishes. It is impossible. You have been dazzled by the bright kaleidoscope of colors of those who robbed you of your strength and poured light and your light, and you have lost yourself in them. You have conformed as a chameleon would, and you are making their renaissance and opinions your own. It is time to realize this and learn how to say no. It is time to have only your own colors in your life, to feel only your own happiness, to let your own light shine out, inner life or inner death. Which do you want? And who are you? It is now time to rebel, to start a revolution. Free yourself from your lower power. The moment has also come to share with the world and those around you. Do not hesitate any longer. Your soul is speaking to you. Listen to your heart, to your feelings. Listen to your own truth. The power animal is a tiger. The herbal essence oil is tea tree oil. Healing crystal is the white agate, peace agate, and the number is 7. 7 is a very important number for a lot of us. I know for me, we have a lot of 7s in my family, my husband's family. 7s kind of surround us a little bit. And you'll figure out what number surrounds you a little bit. You'll think about it. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of a light that makes a deeper connection between you and the mysteries of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything or everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. We are going to a new stage in life, and this is kind of interesting because it was like she just met this chameleon. She's checking him out because he can change color, and she's never seen that before. So now, if he can change color and survive in that world, I should be able to change who I am and survive in that world. So she's thinking of different thoughts about this meeting a chameleon, and it could work for her. Okay, a lot of things could work for us, but do we strive on it? Sometimes not. Okay, this is the Intuitive Whisper Oracle, and the first one we got was Gratitude for the Past, number 20, which is 2. You are who you are in this moment because your past, the good, the bad, the highlights, the lows, the struggle, and the success. However, you do not need to define yourself only through that past. You may have come through hardship in your life, but there is a chance to release your past so it doesn't impact your present. Instead, turn your focus to gratitude. Be grateful for getting to where you are now because of what passed. Be grateful that you have navigated every twist and turn along your life journey. Be grateful for the lessons you have learned along the way that have formed you who you are. Because who you are is in this moment is pretty damn wonderful. How to find gratitude in your past. Get comfortable in a seated position and place your left hand over your heart and right hand on your belly. Close your eyes and deepen your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your breath under your hands. Take your awareness into your past and notice what becomes to the surface without judge it as good or bad. Instead of getting stuck in the memories of your past, see them as if you already are an observer looking in at them. Ask yourself, what do I feel truly grateful for from the past? Feel your heart expanding with gratitude. Then say out loud, I am grateful for the lessons of the past, and I release the emotions. We have to work on self, and we have to release those we have been such an emotional state for a long time. I have seen so many emotions go through people, and I didn't even see that little lizard. We have the owl, the wise owl here, and right here is a little lizard. And Owl's thinking about eating that lizard or something. You never know. This is diving deep into where we are right now with our soul journey, and we really need to work on it because it's coming pretty close. We're gonna have a aha moment. 30 come up. You are brilliant, and it's a 3, which this is a divine message. I wouldn't be surprised if all of it wasn't a divine message. Okay, you truly are bloody brilliant. Sometimes it is easy to get lost in an internal world of negative thoughts. Today, that changes. How would you feel if every morning you woke up, looked in the mirror, and told yourself, I am bloody brilliant? Do you feel a little smile creep onto your face, even as you think the words to yourself? That is a female that knows on a deep level that you are brilliant. Perhaps you haven't reminded yourself of this enough recently. Words are powerful, so you must be careful with ones you choose. We often subconsciously select the bad ones and then are surprised that we don't feel great. Think back to this morning. What did you say to yourself when you look in the mirror? If it wasn't a positive, uplifting thought, then let this be your chance to flip the switch and turn that frown upside down. How to reinforce your brilliance. Do nothing except be yourself. You are already brilliant just as you are. Your job isn't to do anything except change your dialogue a little. At least 5 times every day, say to yourself, I am bloody brilliant. Once you've done that to yourself, tell someone that they are brilliant too. Share the love and power of switching your internal dialogue to be more positive. That's a great catch on that. We have to be positive when we go into the state of confusion where you are at that point. Because it will be a wake up call, like a glass of ice water being poured on you to wake up in the morning. And you'll be going, I really thought that? Oh my God. Okay, where was I? Know your power. And I loved when this card came out because we don't get this card enough. And this card is a real good one. Know your power. You have choice in all things. Your power is born of that freedom to choose. But that freedom comes the burden of responsibilities to know your power. You must accept responsibilities for your past and all your experience, even when you allow nothing to impose their choice or will upon you. You have the power to choose if you wear a saddle or bridle, or if anything will ride upon your back. Own your power, know it, and see it in all full of your choices and actions. But it's time. It's time for us to get a grip. What the world has told us is not true. We have to find out for ourselves. We have to practice our powers. We have to look into our powers. We need to know that we have this and not just funny, stupid stuff. We need to know. So after we get to know your power, it's interesting. Second one today. Observe in silence. This is the card that I got when I started observing. And let me tell you, when you be quiet and just let somebody rant and rave and talk about stuff, you can really see what their true colors are when you listen and don't say nothing. Try it. It'll blow your mind. Seriously, one. I was friends with that person. What'd they just say? Because you're in your mind, you want to respond. So you're thinking of all kinds of ways to respond. And there's really no way. You need to observe and listen because they're going to tell you what they need. Then you go from there. So yeah, the observe in silence. Now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of leader or teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others at this time. Instead, be silent, step back, be still, watch those around you, and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your steps. And that is the one that I decided to just observe. And I do that now a few times a week because it's not all about me. It's about us, the collective. Yes, I take care of me, but I also help with the collective. Why wouldn't I? Because we are all one. We are all brothers and sisters. Doesn't matter what we look like, what our age, what our avatar looks like. It matters what our heart feels like. And they were talking about a time to reflect. They weren't. And Sunday, I feel sometimes it's a time to reflect and enjoy yourself. We do. Time to reflect. Remember I said I was looking in the mirror and talking to myself? Well, I do that too. Stand there at the kitchen cooking, talking to yourself. Yep, I do that too. Because you know what? I will answer myself. And I think it's a pretty good answer. And then I will see what I'm reflecting. And that's a pretty good answer too. Have you been rushing along, living from one moment to the next? Yes. Without thought or care, have you failed to notice and acknowledge all that you have achieved and accomplished? Stop, take a moment to pause and reflect upon all that has happened and all that is happening. See how you have grown. See all you have succeeded in, accomplished. Acknowledge and delight in your journey and understand how it has played a part in your creating the you who lives in the present. I just told you, try this sometime and just observe, but let your thoughts go to nice memories and scary kind of memories and feel into it and see what the reason would be. Once you hear it as an adult or older, you hear the way they speak and the voice and words, you can kind of pick up on what they were going through at that time. And I think time to reflect is a beautiful day. And then when you're done with that, go into a meditation because the meditation will actually help you see things more clearly. And we got the source of all. And I love this card. Your mind is the source of all thought, magic, inspiration, and creativity. Take a moment to dwell within the divine realms of your imagination. Visualize and create endless possibilities and opportunity. Now it is time to nurture the vision within and make them manifest. I agree with that. I think it's been too long that nobody's been telling us about things, and we're just learning as we go. And I don't think it's really fair to all of us. I mean, we should have got knowledge of this when we were kids. I mean, would we have taken it seriously if we were? Yeah, I think we would have. I think we would have took it more seriously. Now I know there is some kids that their parents taught them that. They taught them to be strong and independent, but it's also supposed to make you happy. And I think it's just stressing people out because they think they're never going to get there. They are. Now, this is interesting because the reflection was kind of the source of all, and it was your observing and time to reflect and the source of all. So you're observing. It says know your power, observe, time to reflect, and the source of all. So we are going to go to the Magic Spirit Oracle. We get one card today. It's a 44. It's a master number. Energy, power, aura, depletion. I am calling my energy and power back to me. The garden, the nature which she who blooms, giving herself the chance to flourish, means allowing yourself that energy. This card is a sign that it would be empowering for you to access where you have been channeling your energy to what, to whom, and how much. You may feel scattered or fatigued. Are you placing your focus on too many things, people, or problems at once? You may not have enough power to fuel the things you actually want. You could also be drained from worrying about petty or insignificant things. Tend to your personal energy garden and become conscious of where the energy is going. It's time to nourish yourself so your desire have the chance to blossom. You can only attract butterflies, blessings, if you have the flowers to do so. Be the garden that draws in the life you are worthy of. The energy card is a sign to call your energy back to you. Your soul, life, dreams, and core values. You cannot give to others if you cannot give to yourself. You will not be helpful to others or anybody else. A weak energy field can lead to a weaker existence. Your energy is your power. Many cultures have long held beliefs about the metaphysical nature of our soul. Or auric fields, energy centers, and chakras, often accompanied by practice to help us re-verify, cleanse, and align ourselves. This reading is so telling us what to do. And if we don't take its advice and do it, okay, I have nothing for you then. Okay. Soul core of ours is off. misaligned or depleted, things seem off. You can get all the sleep your body needs, but you're still tired because it's on an energetic level. Right now, in the morning or before you go to bed, sleep, meditate and literally call your energies back to you. Imagine it as a several cords of golden light that are attached and fueling others, people, places, and things. Remember, this is your energy. You are in control of it. It came from you and it can return to you. Visualize it, call upon it, and breathe it. Bark into your being. Feel the light returning to you. Feed your cells being nourished. Repeat this process intuitively. I Everything is telling us to bring back our power. Time to reflect. You'll know your power. Observing in silence. Know the power. Know your power. So we've got to know that we have power. Don't go up to somebody and go, oh yeah, you got power, dude. It doesn't work that way. People, if you've got these people that are so damn lost inside, sometimes they can't even help themselves. So there is issues like that, and we got to watch them. Okay, we got the angels and ancestors, and the first one we received was autumn. Release the old and rest. There's that old again. Release all of the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow. Prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and intention. The healing is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. You know that is heavy. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream, like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn? It's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. My eyes are tearing up again. I'm telling you. I don't know what I'm allergic to, but I've never been allergic to anything. But now all of a sudden this week, oh gosh, been here 8 years, and this week I'm tearful, teary eyed. Okay. Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn. It's time to let it go. When you hold on, you're trying to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided to your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward, and you can do this. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, It can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are have a lot of questions and intentions, and we would like to know, but are they going to let us know? I don't know. Will they? Maybe. Should we know? It all depends. I think it really all depends. We got the hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desire too. The hunter card is based on my favorite Celtic god, Cernunnos. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarities: the hunter helps you connect with an energetic that is both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only thing that are standing between you and what you desire at this time. So you have to come face to face with them as the hunter does with the wild animals and go beyond them. Instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time. So use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to realize your fullest potential. But this can only occur when you step up and you do what it needs, when you do what needs to be done. When this card rises, there could be an opportunity. When this card arises, there could be another opportunity. It all depends. To face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you forever. If you are a man or identifying as a man, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you are a female or identify as a female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. Um, this is really pulling a lot in it. We've got a lot of hurt people out there. They feel different than a lot of people and they're not accepted. They feel like they're not as, but a lot of people have different things and they don't feel like they're in this world. They feel out of this world. And, I think sometimes a lot of people go through that. Now, we got the guardian angel card. You are not alone. And I really feel that way. Sometimes we feel like we're all alone. We're not all alone. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. The guardian angel card shows the white feather that has become known as the guardian angel business card. Whenever a white feather appears in your life, this card appears in a reading. It's a message to say your guardian angel and ancestor guides are particularly close at this time and are there to support you with their love. If you have asked for help with a particular situation, know that there is divine intervention in the works. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lives and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is there to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. So the Archangel Michael, or one of our guardian angels, is, and I'm pretty sure it's Michael, is around us right now, and some of our other angels, because they're guiding us right now. There's some things going on out there that could be dangerous to us, and we're not alone. So just be mindful of what's going on out there, and you'll be okay. All right. Now, I thought this was interesting to come out too at this point. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. But it's also filled with those who will love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and it's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Potentially sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yourself in the wrong direction to keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who you are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when you path across. Starseed inquiry. How can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think? So that's like a question, and you'll be the answer because you'll be able to answer it. But we have a lot of people like this. I'm kind of one. They just don't understand, so I just don't even try to figure it. I don't even try to explain it to them. And there's still people that are my friends, but they don't understand. I don't want to have to explain it to them. So obviously they're not interested in it. They'll see what's happening when it happens. Some people I just don't feel comfortable with doing that. I just feel like they're just indoctrinated in the education system that our government has provided them to be very indoctrinated and kind of like somebody else did it, I'll do it too. Somebody else has to do it. You can't be unique and do it yourself. You got to follow somebody. Okay, we get the messenger Cyrus energy bringing harmony and balance, and that's what we're doing right now. You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the uplifting of the planet, to returning time and again to see the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacred of life back in. We honor both the sacred feminine and masculine to usher deep resurgence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Cyrus, often appear as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony. To ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about the balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Thinks of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing, vibrational song. Their unique notes sent balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? So there is a question. How are you responsible? Here. Okay. Now we got one more card. I'll do that. Okay. Now that was crazy. So that was what is getting ready for our tarot reading, and we've got one more left over there, and then we'll be done. So, I can go lay on the sun. Okay, we have 27. And I thought that was really interesting how home came out, 27, which is a 9. And there's another wise owl in the nest that says, welcome life. It's got the clock, and it's like 10 minutes, a little about 13 minutes till 8. There's just a lot of different things in this picture when you consider home. You are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the futures one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you. Whatever your inquiry is, you are where you're meant to be, and will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. When somebody says that, they usually do feel it was where our heart was. Some people, not so much. Some people were hurt very bad at homes, and you got to decide it's going to be harder for that person to get over it, because there's a lot of bad stuff that came along. And we got the 5, the high priest for the home clarifier, and it's wisdom. Listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you towards a new educational path, belief, or teacher. Education, traditional belief, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, and authority. The high priest is like a spiritual leader, oceanic realm. The crook in his left hand shows his roles within the church. He is the shepherd of his flock. It means that you've got traditions and beliefs and stuff that you hold dear, and you're going to have to figure out what is and what isn't. And that's a hard one because some of us didn't have a good time, and some of us did. Kind of sad. Okay, 25. Metamorphosis, 25. It's another 7. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without loss and sacred sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to think a certain way about yourself, like how you live it, just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining or unhealthy, habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. I I like that. That we're all kind of, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a long road. This has been a long journey for all of us. We've been through so much and working through our problems and helping others and doing what we need to do, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, now the clarifier for that is, of course, it's the Queen of Wands, and she's passionate. She's just passion. Follow your intuition to make the best decision in relationships, work, and project. Enthusiasm, leadership, creativity, intuition, relationships, strength, and intrigue. This is what you're going to need with all that because you're just coming out. It's like a bear just coming out of hibernation, where we're learning all these new things, and you're scratching your head, going, "I'm not awake yet. Give me a minute. Let me have coffee." But you got to take it in. And then you're kind of like, I don't know what I did, but it's scary. Okay, now we got a 22. We've got a lot of master numbers in here, and it came in upside down. Intention. Intention. What's the intention of the owl with the little dandelion blah blah thing and the egg? Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and or ambitions? This is the time to step back and gain perspective and clarity about your directions. Check your motives and ask if they are sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost, good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is the time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. I highly recommend that. There's a lot of crap going around, and especially there's thieving. So you got to be careful out there, and don't go there. So now we got the clarifier for that. It was 21. It's the world. It's regeneration, and that's what we are doing with the owl. We're upside down. We're regenerating. Um, and that's a 3, which is a master number, which is divine message. Celebrate what you have achieved and embrace new opportunity. You will be full of energy and motivation. The world is your oyster. Success, completion, celebration, beginning, travel, motivation, and renewal. We're all going to go through that. We're all going to have an amazing, beautiful, beautiful world. And I seen this card fly out, and I had to take it. You know what I mean? I got to take it. And I didn't like it, but I did a clarifier on it real quick because I didn't like it. 7 of Swords, loss. What was interesting is we just read that regeneration and go on your own way for a while and see stuff. And it says, protect your assets and examine the motives of others carefully. Be on guard. Theft, negative people, insecurity, intuition, mistrust, decision, and protection. Now that just came off the intention. So you might want to look at some stuff that if you're doing some deals and some documents and some wood nugs and some of that, be very careful. Know what their plan is. And if it has anything to do with money and you're not getting anything back, don't go there. But, okay, now we got the loss. So I did a clarifier. It says Ace of Swords, victory. So there is going to be some loss, and it does have a victory. And I'm thinking some like lost in their self, something like not lost like a person or something. They've just lost their way, kind of, and they just need someone to just beep them back on their way, just talk them into it a little bit and tell them they're not wrong and not stupid and whatever. Hey, we got one more card, and this is amazing. Number 2, it says community life. Embrace fifth dimensional society. In the golden future, people will live in heart-centered communities where neighbors support and care for one another and everyone feels they belong and are welcome. Every group will be abundant and self-sufficient. Thanks to advanced technology, individuals will only choose to work if it brings soul satisfaction. So there will be time for constructive, fulfilling. So there will be time for constructive, fulfilling leisure, pursuits and activity, participation in sports, frequent joyful celebrations will keep the frequency high. Because they live in oneness, people will rejoice in the creative expression and pleasure of others. They will constantly reflect good qualities back to one another. For the first time in thousands of years, people will experience true happiness. They will express this in their daily lives, serving one another with goodwill and enjoying rich inner lives full of self-worth, peace, and serenity and love. In the golden communities, people will express their true selves and see the divine in one another. The guidance on this card is your guidance is to be instrumental in bringing forward the consciousness and higher ways of thinking for the glorious golden future. Lord Serpius Bey, who originates from Venus and is the keeper of the white ascension flame of Atlanta. As the master of the green fourth ray of nature, harmony and balance, he invites you to tune in to his green essence and breathe it in. This will enable you to develop serenity and inner peace. Also, good judgment, confidence, and self discipline. Then spread these qualities and become a peacemaker, an artist, a musician, or a creator. People will have faith in and trust you. Serapis Bay is also working with the amethyst and violet rays of the new golden age of Aquarius. When you immerse yourself in the green light, as well as the amethyst and violet rays, you can success his teachings for our golden future, which are energetically hidden in the Great Pyramid. So yeah, that is going to be our beautiful world that we're going into, but we have to release all the baloney we've got carrying around. If it doesn't make you beautiful and kind and fun memory, release it. This is us protecting each other and singing a song and having a picnic and just being in beauty. Beautiful. And that's what it's supposed to be. So I think that was a great reading, guys and girls. And if I have any more eurekas, I'll let you know. So I hope everybody has fun today and is kind of doing some awakening stuff, meditation. Okay. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.